Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Servo here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of Reddit topics and see what's going on over there. Now there hasn't been any news yet on the upcoming Aladdin update. I know a lot of you are wondering if they've announced anything, a date, a teaser, anything at all. No, they haven't. So it looks like this coming Wednesday is most likely not going to be the release date for the update. So hopefully on the 19th, that would be my guess when we're getting it. And maybe they'll start dropping teasers at the beginning of next week. But no confirmation yet. No, nothing. Nothing. Not even a crumb of information on the next update. So we're just going to have to keep waiting. But if you guys do enjoy my content, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's jump right into it. Alrighty, so Skycatcher said, do not make the mistakes I have. 566 upvotes. Alright, this should be good. Do not do as I did. About 2 weeks ago, I got the harebrained idea to float to one of the islands and dig up every square inch to plant. So I guess they're talking about the floating islands. I planted for hours, never watered, just planted endlessly while many tagged along. I am in the process of making sure I have a good stock on all supplies, starting with food because there's so much of it. Back and forth with seeds, so many seeds. Once all was done and grown, I set out to harvest, not really noticing that there was no room for, oh, I see where this is going. Yeah, so when you are making a garden, crops up on the floating island, you want to leave space for the crops to land and for the NPCs to like duplicate it, the villagers. Otherwise, it's going to get sent to your mail, which I didn't even know that. Someone mentioned it on stream that villagers can send mail of like excess amount of drops. So they said once all was done and grown, I set out to harvest, not really noticing that there was no room at all for the extras for my level 10 mini. I was watching some murder doc or something, not really paying attention to the million or so messages popping up. Minnie sent you mail or something along those lines. Boy, did she. I have so much mail, so much mail. I claim at least 10 to 20 a day, or at least a few pages worth. I still have so much left to claim. Wow, so they don't just send it in like one single mail and it just gives you a massive amount. It's multiple. Oh no, so your mailbox is just like spammed full of mail. Part of me wants to test this out a little bit, not to that extreme length, but oh wow, that is crazy and good to know. Yeah, definitely don't do that. President Shelter 9643 said, so if Aladdin and Jasmine coming soon, would anyone else love to see Raja as a companion over Abu if we only got one? I think it would be cool, especially to have a tiger like this in the valley, but they would have to make it small, pretty much like the companion where we have, what is it, like a fox companion? I feel like they could reskin Figaro here to be like a Raja companion. I think it'd be like the perfect size and everything, so they could definitely do that. Or we also have like this lion cub fox here. They could also reskin one of the foxes, but we also have the monkeys. So reskinning it and making a Abu companion would be more likely. And also I would actually love to have an Abu companion. I would love to have both, but if you only had to pick one, I'm really not sure. Now, the thing is about them doing like an Abu companion, I feel like they would do that because you got to remember, not everybody owns Eternity Isle or a Rift in Time. So a lot of players don't even have any monkey companions at all. So if they ended up adding Abu in the premium shop, then those players would probably be more encouraged to buy that rather than the Raja companion because they have access, maybe they've already purchased Figaro or the Lion Cub or any of the foxes, you can actually get those. So I feel like that's something they would do. We know that they will add that for players that don't own the DLCs because they ended up giving us the scholarly like dragon in the premium shop. So people that don't have Storybook Veil are able to get that one. So I feel like this is more likely what they would add. And I don't know, I think they'd be both really cute companions. Oh my, we got something interesting here. Tons of upvotes. I'm Roland Dortz said Gameloft support treatment. So a week ago, I participated in Bookworm style DreamSnap challenge. After submitting my photo, I went on about my day in the game normally. However, the day after voting had closed and it was time to receive our rewards. I had none. In fact, I was told I didn't submit any DreamSnap. I then looked back at all my screenshots that I take when submitting a DreamSnap and somehow found proof that I did submit the DreamSnap. Okay, so they're actually showing it here. Check submission. All right, submission closes and vote starts in 37 hours. Your picture was submitted correct. Oh, it's a beautiful DreamSnap too. Wow. And then, yeah, here it is. All right, yeah, so they definitely have a proof that they submitted something. Okay. Then they said, so I thought I'd just email Gameloft support and would surely be offered some type of apology for the game error. Wrong, I was blamed for the issue even after attaching several screenshots proving I did submit the snap. The timestamp of when I did and proof that the game itself let me review what my photo looked like. All right, so let's take a look at this that they posted here. So it says, thank you for your email. We have checked your account and found out that you have not submitted any pictures for Bookworm Style. That's why you were not supposed to get rewards for it. We hope that this information was helpful. I blurred it out because it's their email, you know. But yeah, that's essentially what they had said. And then there was another one where they had replied again, and it says, we would like to emphasize that our logs and records are the basis of our actions and decisions. Unfortunately, according to our database, you haven't submitted any pictures for Bookworm Style. That's why we won't be able to send you any rewards. Now that's very interesting because something like that, especially if someone is showing proof that they definitely did submit it and it was that account, then, you know, why not just send the moonstones in the mail? Especially the first time. I could see if somebody was like every single week was like, oh, I didn't do this, but they didn't do their DreamSnaps or whatever, and they're like constantly getting moonstones for free. But it's one of those things to keep your customer happy, keep the players happy, make sure everything's fair. Like, just send them. And I firmly believe you did submit this because if I'm looking at your moonstones here, you have 96,000 moonstones. So something tells me you really like to do your DreamSnaps, or you buy a lot of moonstone packs. But either way, yeah, I don't know what to say to that. I'm shocked. Like, that's crazy that they wouldn't just do it. It's something that doesn't cost them any money at all, just to send some moonstones in the mail. That is wild. Very interesting. All right, we have another post here. This one's got tons of upvotes, 383. So Melon1998 said, apparently Gameloft has retroactively removed some items from Scrooge's catalog for apparently no reason. Yeah, they've done that actually a lot over time. I'm not sure exactly why they did it. So let's see what they said here. Please note that the Monster Mug Rack is a Monsters Inc. themed piece of furniture. It can be positioned and placed using furniture placement mode. It can be found in a furniture pouch inside of a green reward chest and at the reception desk inside the Monsters Inc. Wait a minute, so the mug rack that used to pop up in my shop on the wall all the time, it was not supposed to be in Scrooge's shop. It is now supposed to be an item found within the realm. And they said once collected, it will be added to Dreamlight Valley furniture set collection, but cannot be ordered from Scrooge more than one. So you can only have one Monster Inc. mug rack? We'll go look at these items in a minute too. And then the same thing for the Monsters Inc. computer. Wow, it's removed from Scrooge's shop, and it's also found in the realm, and you cannot order more than one. Now this one right here, the small quirky teapot, they actually sent this to us in the mail. I'm very sad about this because I have lost mine. So they made it where you can't purchase any more from Scrooge's shop for some reason. And I don't know where mine is. I don't know if it glitched out of the game or I have it randomly somewhere in my 3 valleys. But it's gone. I don't know where my small quirky teapot is. And that's what's like really is disappointing of whenever you can't get more items from Scrooge's shop. Because something like a tiny little teapot, you could have somewhere in your valley, 3 valleys, maybe in the future, 4, 5, 6 valleys. And every single biome, how would you find it, you know? Man, all right, let's take a look at these items. All right, yeah, so this is the Monster Mug Rack. I didn't know that they had removed that. This was in my Scrooge's shop literally all the time. And the description here, yeah, says that it was removed from Scrooge's store on 1.10 update. And then the Monsters Inc. computer, this is the one they were talking about. Interesting. And then, of course, here is the small quirky teapot. They said prior to update 8, this item was also available to buy in Scrooge's store. A Gameloft representative has reported that the item is not intended to be available in Scrooge's store, and its availability there was a bug. And this was part of a Dreamlight Park community challenge. It was like the gift that we got. Yeah, this right here. Very interesting. I'm not sure why they bothered removing stuff or fixing stuff that, to me, doesn't really affect the game in any way. Like, who cares if someone's able to get 4 of these teapots or 10 of them to decorate with? What's the difference from this and any other item in the game? That's just wild to me. And the last topic we're going to look at by Laka Monster, they said, I don't know if I'm ready for my emotional support squid to leave. Oh no. Like many of us here, I dropped a squid. I can no longer pick up the squid. He's in my home. At first, it felt like the ghost squid of Gameloft present constantly haunting me. I was driven mad by my OCD and not being able to pick up this dang squid. That, coupled with an insanely grindy star path, I almost quit the game. Oh, dang. Yeah, don't quit the game. We love having you here. I was stressed with work at the same time, and I got great advice to only focus my energy on what I could control. That's actually a great advice for anything in life. Never stress or worry on things you cannot control. It's pointless. I can't control the squid. I had to learn to love the squid. The squid wasn't haunting me. The squid was a prisoner of the mouse, just like me. Gameloft, don't take my squid away. But at the same time, I do want him to be free to the squid afterlife. How will you all feel when you log in one day and your squid is gone? I think I might cry a little bit. Yeah, if you drop a squid, it's bugged. You know, it's really weird, and I'm definitely not here to bash Gameloft, you know? But it's really weird how many minor bugs and stuff dropped with the recent updates, and we never got a hot fix for them. You know, something like having the squid drop on the ground and you can't pick it up unless you use an ancient vacuum. It's just really weird to me. I actually have been checking the Trello board. If you guys remember, it's like a website within their official Discord where it would show the things that they are like actively working on. They've always been updating it, letting you know what issues there are, if there's any workarounds. They haven't been updating it like this whole past couple months. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully with the next update, the Aladdin update, we're going to get a huge amount of bug fixes. Now there's always, you know, the saying like, well, they're busy, they're working on the update. While that's true, it doesn't take that long for one person, one employee to update the Trello board, to make a tweet and say, hey, here's some issues we found, we're working on it. I don't know, maybe I've been spoiled by other game companies that have just been so prompt at fixing bugs and also just communicating with the community. It's very, very strange, but I still love the game. It's definitely, I don't know, it's getting its ups and downs for sure. But either way, I have an absolutely, you know, a blast with Dreamlight Valley, and that's something no one can take away. The game is fun. It's incredible. I just hope we get some of these bugs fixed, especially the crashing bugs or the bugs where quests are completely broken for players. It's definitely unfair that they have to wait for months. You just don't even know when they're going to fix something. And I think it drives away a lot of players. But anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you all have the best day. And I'll see you in the next one.